Hello everyone and welcome to the Maths Life channel. Today we will see the next method to find particular integral is general method, means by definition. So here general method we need some formulas or the definition only, just like d is the derivative. So 1 upon d operating on f of x, we can write integration of f of x dx. The same way, if I take one root is there, d minus m f of x, just like 1 upon d minus 2 operating on f of x, like that. So d minus m is there, then e raised to opposite side of this, e raised to mx, then integration of e raised to minus mx f of x dx, e raised to mx into e raised to minus mx f of x dx. Whenever minus sign is there, then see carefully e to the e raised to mx, opposite sign, and inside the integral again e raised to minus mx f of x dx. So here plus sign is there, 1 upon d plus m operating on f of x, then e raised to minus mx integration of e raised to mx f of x dx. Correct? So here d minus 2 e raised to 2x, e raised to minus 2x f of x dx, like that. D plus 3 e raised to minus 3x integration of e raised to 3x f of x dx, like that. Now if both at a time, 1 upon d minus m and d plus m operating on f of x, then you can operate as depend on this function f of x. If this f of function f of x suit for d plus m, then operate d plus m, and if it suit for d minus m, then operate for d minus m, or do the partial fraction and separate it. It is a upon d minus m plus b upon d plus m and operate f of x, finding values of a and b. So using partial fraction we can solve it, or one by one you can operate it. Suppose m1 and m2 two roots are there, then also we can operate. Whenever m1 and m2 such roots are there, then we will try for the last root first, smallest root first, and then the bigger root, and continue this, right? We will see examples on that so that your concept get clear. So here the first example I am going to take is a general example, the d square. Already generally we use the d square plus 3d plus 2 operating on y is equal to e raised to x. In many books you can see this example. This is a common example for a general method, I can say. So d square plus 3d plus 2 operating on y is equal to e raised to x. If simply e raised to x is there, then we can use shortcut method. So when we use general method, my advice is when shortcut method fails, then we use general method. Means what? When shortcut method is not applicable. Not applicable means there is log x, tan x, such a functions. You can see in shortcut method there are 10 to 12 formulas. If your f of x fix into that formulas, then you can use shortcut method. If log x is there, then we can't use shortcut method. In that case, try to use general method. General method gives you the answer. But for general method also there is condition, these factors you can able to find. If these factors are wrong, then your answer is wrong. Okay. So let us solve this example. First, find complementary function. Complementary function, d square plus 3d plus 2, auxiliary equation here, is equal to 0. From that I get two roots. Which are the two roots? D is equal to minus 1 and minus 2. You can do your own. Minus 1 and minus 2, these are the two roots are there. Then you can write complementary function from this. CF C1 e raised to minus x plus C2 e raised to minus 2x. On calci you can do this, finding the roots, or by division factorization method also you can easily calculate. Okay, this is your CF. Now find particular integral. Pi is equal to 1 upon d square plus 3d plus 2 operating on y, that's why 1 upon d square plus 3d plus 2 operating on e raised to x. If there is simple e raised to x, then no problem, you can use a shortcut method. But here e raised to x, we don't have formula for e raised to x. But for general method, I need factors of this two. Which are the factors? D plus 1 and transfer this minus 1 to this side, it will become d plus 1. Here transfer this minus 2 to LHS, I get d plus 2. So, here d plus 2 and d plus 1 e raised to x. As I told you in the concept, we are going to use smallest number first. So, here smallest number, numerically smallest, avoiding the sign, numerically smallest number is here 1. So, we can use 1 first. So, 1 upon d plus 2, apply d plus 1, yes, e raised to minus x integration of e raised to x into e raised to x dx, correct, e raised to x f of x dx, right. Now, to solve this, put e raised to x equal to t inside the integral only, we have to evaluate integral, e raised to x equal to t. So, e raised to x dx is equal to dt. Let us solve it. 1 upon d plus 2 e raised to minus x integration of this e raised to x into dx, this term e raised to x into dx, it becomes dt, and here e raised to t. So, e raised to t dt. So, what is integration of e raised to t? It is e raised to t. So, e raised to minus x into e raised to t. Now, put the value of t, t is e raised to x. So, I get 1 upon d plus 2 operating on e raised to minus x into e raised to x, correct. Now, apply d plus 2 on this function e raised to minus x into e raised to x, apply d plus 2. So, I get here e raised to minus 2x integration of e raised to 2x into e raised to minus x e raised to x dx. So, this is equal to e raised to minus 2x integration of, yes, e raised to 2x into e raised to minus x, it become e raised to x dx, correct. Put e raised to x equal to t again, use our same method, e raised to x equal to t, e raised to x dx equal to dt. Have you understood the previous one? Then you can easily solve it. E raised to x equal to t, e raised to x dx is equal to dt. Okay, let us complete your answer. E raised to minus 2x, then integration of e raised to t dt is equal to e raised to minus 2x e raised to t, that is e raised to minus 2x into e raised to x. So, this is your answer, right. So, in this way we can solve problems on general method. Okay, we will stop here. In some next video we will see some more examples. Thanks for watching.